Sincerely with Jay. This is chapter 5. Communicate to understand. So, this topic really came up to me because I've always went back and forth with people about what do you think is more important? Understanding or communication? And I've always been communication. But then I thought about it like, if the other person understands that you're not a big communicator, that you don't express very well, then they're okay. Like, if you don't communicate a lot, but the other person understands, hey, you may not communicate a lot, but I understand why. I understand why the way that you are. So, but then people would argue, hey, communication is more important because without communication, you can't understand. Which is true. That's why this chapter is titled Communicate to Understand. So you don't want to communicate just to communicate. You're not going to say communicate. You're not just going to pile things on top of somebody just to say, oh, I told you. But you need to understand their perspective, where they're coming from. It's like, if you're like, oh, I told you to come pick me up at 5 o'clock. You could have told me, but you need to understand that I was busy with my day, that I'm stuck in traffic. You need to understand that I have my own life. So you can't just communicate just to communicate. You have to communicate knowing the other person might not understand. Knowing, hey, just because I communicated to them, they might not understand. So you need to understand that, hey, how can I communicate this better to you, to the other person, in order for them to understand? Because just because, hey, the way I communicated it, I understood. Because, say, people who know me very well know that I don't really express myself or communicate how I'm feeling. And they understand that. So then the way that I show my appreciation and my love for people is like doing things for them and just always being there. Not necessarily saying, hey, I love you and I appreciate you. I know I should do it more, but that is not the way that I normally am. So those people understand that, hey, he won't communicate, but I understand why he doesn't communicate. And it's like, if somebody communicates to me saying, hey, I love you, I appreciate you, I can understand that that's the way they show affection. That's the way they show love. But it brings me back to, like, I don't know, you have people. You're not alone. So you need to communicate when you're feeling sad, when you need help, when you need that extra hand in your life. Because you need to understand that, hey, you're not alone. Like, people will be there for you. Even if you think, hey, by me telling them I'm like seen as weak, or I'm seen as, hey, I can't do this myself. Like, you're seen as weak, and yeah, like it's a whole pride thing, you know. If you're not okay, you have and you have that support, people in your life will 100% want to talk to you and be there for you, because they understand that, hey, it's hard and they can't do it alone. Because most people have gone through something, so they understand what it's like to go through things by themselves. So if you communicate it to them, then they understand that, hey, they need me right now. They need me more than I need myself right now. So it's like, I gotta put all my stuff to the side because they need me. So if you're having any troubles or difficulties, you need to understand that, hey, I need to communicate it to people. Because then also it's like, people notice when something's up, and they care, they love you. So communicate, but communicate in a way for them to understand. Yeah. Alright, so I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.